When psychologists use the word joy, what they mean is an intense, momentary experience of positive emotion, one that makes us smile and laugh and feel like we want to jump up and down. It's different than happiness, which measures how good we feel over time. Joy is about feeling good in the moment, right now. Where does joy come from? I noticed that there were certain things that started to come up again and again and again. They were things like cherry blossoms and bubbles, swimming pools and tree houses, hot air balloons, and ice cream cones, especially the ones with the sprinkles. These things seem to cut across lines of age and gender and ethnicity. I mean, if you think about it, we all stop and turn our heads to the sky when the multicolored arc of a rainbow streaks across it. And fireworks, we don't even need to know what they're for, and we feel like we're celebrating too. What is it about these things that makes them so joyful? I saw all these patterns, round things, pops of bright color, symmetrical shapes, a sense of abundance and multiplicity, a feeling of lightness or elevation. If these are the things that bring us joy, why do we go to work here? Why do we send our kids to schools that look like this? Why do our cities look like this? We all start out joyful, but as we get older, being colorful or exuberant opens us up to judgment. Adults who exhibit genuine joy are often dismissed as childish or too feminine or unserious or self-indulgent. And so we hold ourselves back from joy, and we end up in a world that looks like this. How do we bring these ideas back into the real world? So I started finding people who are doing just that. For example, this hospital designed by the Danish artist Poul Gernes, or these schools transformed by the nonprofit Publicolor. And what's interesting is that Publicolor has heard from school administrators who say that attendance improves, graffiti disappears, and kids actually say they feel safer in these painted schools. And this aligns with research conducted in 4 countries, which shows that people working in more colorful offices are actually more alert, more confident, and friendlier than those working in drab spaces. Color, in a very primal way, is a sign of life, a sign of energy. And the same is true of abundance. We evolved in a world where scarcity is dangerous and abundance meant survival. So one confetto, which happens to be the singular of confetti, in case you were wondering, isn't very joyful, but multiply it and you have a handful of one of the most joyful substances on the planet. The architect Emmanuelle Moreau uses this idea in her work a lot. This is a nursing home she designed where she uses these multicolored spheres to create a feeling of abundance. Each moment of joy is small, but over time they add up to more than the sum of their parts. What we should be doing is embracing joy and finding ways to put ourselves in the path of it more often.